Itachi Uchiha. 13 years old when he did it. Walked through his own clan's compound and killed every man, woman and child except one. His little brother Sasuke spared him, left him alive with a lie designed to make the boy hate him. All because the village elders decided the Uchiha were planning a coup. One teenager, one night, over 100 bodies, and they called it a mission.
I've burned men for less, much less. A father who strikes his child, a dealer who poisons a neighborhood. Small sins compared to massacring your own blood. But this one, the rider inside me is conflicted. The boy didn't kill for pleasure, didn't kill for profit. He killed because men in power told him it was the only way to prevent something worse. He believed them. That matters. Doesn't excuse it, but it matters.
Believing orders doesn't clean the blood off your hands. I know that better than most. I killed for the government. Assassinations they called necessary. Threats they called existential. Every target had a file explaining why they needed to die. I believed those files. Now I burn for what I did. The justification didn't follow me to hell. Only the bodies did.
But you chose that life. Became an assassin knowing what the job required. Itachi was raised from childhood to be a weapon. The village trained him, shaped him, put a sword in his hand before he understood what swords were for. Then they pointed that sword at his own family and called it duty. The boy was a tool. Tools don't choose what they cut.
Tools still cut. And Itachi was smart enough to understand what he was doing. This wasn't some mindless soldier following orders without thought. He analyzed the situation, weighed the options, decided that killing his clan would prevent a civil war that would kill even more people. He did the math said massacre. A tool doesn't do math, a man does. And a man bears responsibility for the math he chooses to believe.
The math might have been right. The Uchiha were planning a coup. If they'd succeeded, the village would have split. Other nations would have attacked during the chaos, thousands dead, maybe tens of thousands. Itachi killed 100 to save thousands. That calculation isn't evil. It's the same calculation every general makes in every war. Sacrifice the few to save the many. We call that strategy, not murder.
Generals sacrificed soldiers who signed up to fight. Itachi killed children who were asleep in their beds. Kids who had nothing to do with any coup. Who didn't know their parents were planning anything. Who just happened to be born Uchiha. The calculation only works if you treat those children as acceptable losses. I've done a lot of terrible things, Ghost Rider, but I never convinced myself that murdering children was mathematic.
He spared one, Sasuke. Left him alive even though the mission required no survivors. That choice nearly destroyed everything Itachi sacrificed for. Sasuke grew up consumed by vengeance. Nearly destroyed the village Itachi died to protect. If Itachi was purely calculating, he would have killed Sasuke too. But he couldn't. Because beneath the mission, beneath the orders, he was still a brother who loved his family.
A tragedy he chose. Nobody held a blade to Itachi's throat. Danzo gave him the mission. The third Hokage allowed it, but Itachi could have refused. Could have warned his clan. Could have tried to negotiate, to expose the conspiracy, to find any path that didn't end with him standing over his parents' bodies. He didn't. He accepted the mission because part of him believed it was right. That part is the part that damns him.
What options did he have? The clan wouldn't listen. His own father was leading the coup. The village elders wanted blood regardless of what Itachi chose. If he refused, someone else would have done it. Probably Danzo's root operatives. They wouldn't have spared Sasuke. They would have killed every Uchiha and then erased the event from history. Itachi took the mission to control the destruction, to save what little could be saved.
Danzo. Now there's a name that belongs in hell. The man who gave the order, who manipulated a child into committing genocide because it was cleaner than politics. Who used Itachi's love for his village and his brother as weapons against his own soul. If we're assigning blame, Danzo deserves the first circle and the last. Itachi was the blade. Danzo was the hand that swung it.
The hand and the blade both draw blood. Itachi could have exposed Danzo. Could have gone public with the order. Let the village see what their leaders were willing to do. Maybe it would have caused chaos. Maybe it would have failed. But it would have been a choice that didn't require him to become the thing he was supposedly preventing. He chose efficiency over morality. That's where the damnation lives.
I know something about choosing efficiency over morality. Every mission I ran, I told myself it was cleaner this way. Faster. Less collateral damage than the alternative. And every mission left a piece of me in the ground with the target. By the end, there wasn't enough left to call human. Itachi walked that same road. One night, one mission. And the boy who loved his brother became the man who made his brother watch their parents die.
He spent the rest of his life atoning, joined the Akatsuki as a spy, fed information back to the village that orphaned him, watched over Sasuke from the shadows, and when the end came he let his brother kill him, gave Sasuke the vengeance he thought Sasuke needed. Even his death was designed to serve someone else. Itachi never stopped sacrificing. The question is whether sacrifice can pay a debt that large.
It can't. I've tried. Every demon I've killed, every innocent I've protected. None of it erases what I did when I was alive. The ledger doesn't balance because some debts can't be paid in the same currency. Itachi saved thousands, maybe millions if the war would have spread. But he paid with the souls of children who never got to grow up. That payment doesn't clear, it just sits there, forever.
So where does he belong? Heaven won't have him. He killed innocents regardless of why. Hell seems wrong too. He didn't kill for himself, didn't enjoy it, spent every moment afterward trying to undo the damage he caused. The writer in me wants to burn him for what he did to those children, but the man I used to be understands why he did it. Maybe that's the real punishment. Not fire, not chains, just existing in a space where both judgment and mercy apply, and neither is enough.